no future.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Is no past. I live this moment as my last.
What brought you to the practice of yoga?
A girlfriend of mine at the time, 10 years ago, had brought me out to class, and we thought it was absolutely ridiculous. We giggled all the way through it. We thought it was all hippie and freaky stuff. When they said Shavasana, I swear to God, I thought they said Siesta Mocha. So it was not something that I was drawn to. It was something I was dragged to, and then the transition over the last 10 years went from that to something that I teach and enjoy and become fully immersed in. You know, I find that it doesn't matter why you start. It's the gateway drug. So whether you're drawn to a workout, or you think that someone's attractive, or whatever it is that might bring you there in the first place, hopefully that transition happens. And a couple of teachers, as they say, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And once you get a couple of good teachers that start to draw you in and take you away from whatever it is that brought you in the first place into something, I hate to use the word deeper, it sounds so cliche, but something a little more impactful in the practice, then it takes on a life of its own and will change organically from there. I think it makes you centered. For me, I don't know about for anyone else, but for me, it grounds me. Yoga that's not applied to the rest of your life isn't yoga. So the idea of yoga not being taken off your mat, that's just a workout. So it should be taken off the mat. The practice within the room is the safe space. You can come out of a pose anytime. You can test how far you want to go. You don't get that option when you're in a business meeting or when you're in traffic. It doesn't matter what you do in the 1 hour yoga practice, it's how that 1 hour affects the other 23. That's the important part of the yoga. My main job is I run a charity called Music Heals. I also teach at BCIT. I do a lot of workshops, both with yoga and outside of yoga. But the basic idea is using music to help people, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual. It's used in autism, it's used in seniors, children's, rehabilitation for spinal and brain injuries, rewiring the brain. It's really used in everything. So we fund programs that are dealing with children, seniors, palliative, mental health, AIDS and HIV programs, downtown east side. So it's really used everywhere, even a bereavement camp. Yeah, we have what's called the iPod pharmacy, and the idea is that we collect good as new iPods. We have headphones that are donated, this time by Skull Candy. Scotiabank gave us a bunch of money to buy iTunes gift cards. So we package all that together and give that to music therapists. So someone who's sitting on dialysis for 3 hours a day, the option of just, here's a couple of download cards, go download your favorite albums, get you through the day. Technically that's not music therapy, but it's one more tool for the music therapist to use. It's a low barrier of entry for people to get involved. We're not asking people for money. They probably have an iPod sitting in a drawer somewhere. Give it to us, we'll clean it up, take the music off it, and be able to pass that on to someone who actually needs it. The part of the brain that does anything artistic, so whether it's being a yoga teacher, being a painter, being a musician, is the exact same spot in the brain that manages business. So to suggest that I'm only an artist, or I'm only a yoga teacher, that's a choice. It's removing the demonization about being able to run your business and how to treat your yoga practice like a business. The other workshop is called Do Less, and a friend and I had come up with this. He's a restorative teacher, I'm a yin teacher, so we typically do 3 hours of yin and restorative yoga. He does Reiki, we do Thai head massages and a foot massage for everyone in Shavasana. So there's a lot of practices that have to do with inversions and arm balances and all of these yang practices. Most people don't know how to not multitask, how to just turn off for 3 hours. So that's what we focus on.
Do you have any words of wisdom for fellow yogis?
The dedication to the practice is the practice. Just getting on your mat, that's 51% of your practice. How it develops once you're on your mat, who cares? You know, screw the pose, doesn't matter. You know, as yoga teachers, we teach non-attachment, and then we teach people to perfect their poses. That's complete attachment. So just get on the mat. The rest of it doesn't matter. It'll play itself out.
I live this moment as my last.